It's an employment perk Canadians working in the private sector might envy. A special severance given to all federal public servants who retire or leave. And now the government's getting rid of it. But doing that will cost taxpayers billions. And tonight we've discovered there's even one more cost to you. The CBC's Greg Weston's here with the details. Greg.
Diana, federal public servants are used to getting big severance checks on the way out the door. Now they're getting tens of thousands of dollars and keeping their jobs too.
To spend billions of dollars in severance package for people that are not losing their jobs, people that have the best form of job security in the country, that have gold-plated pensions to leave to, just seems nuts.
Federal workers accumulate severance at the rate of 1 week of pay for each year they work for the government. 25 years, you get 25 weeks of pay when you leave. But here's the sweetheart part of this deal. Since the 1960s, everyone who leaves the government gets severance, even if they quit or retire. The Conservative government is saying enough.
We're finally putting an end to this expensive and outdated system of paying people who voluntarily leave their jobs. You don't get that in the private sector.
Problem is, the government can kill the perk, but it still has to pay out all the severance public servants have accumulated so far, and that's a small fortune. The average check will be about $20,000. The highest paid government workers will get up to $150,000. In total, the payouts will cost taxpayers over $6 billion.
The payouts that we've seen that we're talking about are somewhere in the $40,000 to $80,000 range. So, these are not life-altering amounts of money, but they can certainly be life-enhancing amounts of money.
The government defends its move as short-term pain for long-term gain. It says paying severance only to people who lose their jobs will save at least $500 million a year.
We do believe that over the long term, this is definitely going to save taxpayers money.
But CBC News has learned the severance changes will cost even more.
And of course, the federal government rightly ended the practice, but that's come at a very, very high price tag.
That's because the unions didn't give up this perk for nothing. We've learned that in return for the changes to severance, the government agreed to raise public service pay by 0.75%, a move that will cost taxpayers hundreds of millions of dollars a year. Today, some public servants were reluctant to discuss the subject.
The severance package that Ottawa's
No.
is that everybody's being offered? Thank you.
I don't have any comments, sorry.
No, thank you very much. Okay, thank you.
This severance windfall is in addition to another $900 million payout. That's a special buyout for 19,000 federal workers who are actually losing their jobs. They will get both severance packages. Diana?
Thanks, Greg. Greg Weston in Ottawa.